So let's begin our meditation. We're going to find a comfortable position, either sitting or laying. And allowing yourself to close the eyes. And if closing the eyes is not accessible or feels comfortable in this moment in time, just resting the eyes gently in front of you or near you. And noticing the rise and fall of the breath. Becoming aware of this invisible calm, this part of you observing this moment. And just noticing the sensations that arise in this moment. Noticing the way the body feels as it sits or lays. Noticing the way the clothing touches against the skin. Noticing the body as it breathes. And noticing the part of you observing your thoughts, hearing my voice, observing this moment in time. Can I let that part of me relax even more? I'm beginning to relax the physical body, relaxing your feet and toes, relaxing the ankles and the shins and calves, relaxing the knees and the legs and hips, relaxing the belly and the lower back. Relaxing the chest, allowing your body to let go of the grip, to relax, to soften, letting it relax even more deeply into your seat or the place where you lay. Softening the back and the heart area. Softening the neck, throat, and shoulders. Relaxing the left arm and the left hand and fingers. Relaxing the right arm and the right hand and fingers. Letting go even deeper into a place of calm. Noticing the exhale as you release even further. Letting go. Relaxing the face and the eyes. Relaxing the jaw and tongue. The nose and the cheeks and the forehead. Eyebrows and eyelids. relaxed, soft, and calm. Relaxing the whole head, the ears, and the back of the head, and the top of the head. And now beginning to sense yourself drawing in light to you, as if there were a waterfall of light bathing you, a gentle, soothing waterfall of light, of peace, of deep serenity and tranquility. And letting this light bathe the crown of the head, melting away all that you've been carrying that no longer serves you, releasing through the exhale. Letting the light flow all the way through the back of the head and the sides of the head, all the way down the face, the neck, the shoulders, all the way down the arms, hands, and fingers. Allowing this gentle, soothing light to flow all the way down the core of the body, down the belly, legs, hips, thighs and knees, all the way down to the shins and ankles, to the feet and toes, surrendering, allowing this gentle, soothing light to bathe you. And becoming aware of the space around you, the calm that surrounds you now. Observing the space between the inhale and the exhale, and letting go more deeply into that quiet space. Becoming aware of the presence within you, the energy within you. Perhaps noticing any tingling sensations or a deep sense of calm. And from this place, drawing in light to you. Perhaps even sensing yourself as light. Sensing yourself as if you were the sky. Sensing the vastness of the space between the breaths, of the space around you and in you. Noticing the vast space, softening, releasing, allowing. Sensing yourself as the sky and observing any thoughts or emotions that may arise as gentle clouds drifting away, further and further away. Noticing the vastness, the space, and softening, allowing, letting go. being held in a space of deep calm, deep peace. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, other than being present within the space inside of you and around you, softening and releasing into the space, allowing yourself to be like the sky, open, receptive, wide, empty space of peace and calm. Sense yourself being held by this space. And with every exhale, letting go even further, as if you could melt into the sky. As if the clouds of thoughts and emotions could drift away further and further away. Noticing the silence and the deep calm and peace that is here. Letting go even further, soften. Allowing the body to melt into the sky. The body itself becoming like the clouds, gently appearing and disappearing. And the thoughts and emotions appearing and disappearing. Noticing what remains. The silence, the part of you that is present and observes what is here. Rest in the space. Rest in the peace and calm here. Let go of all that you've been carrying. Surrender it through the exhale. Allow the body to melt, to surrender, to soften and release. Sense yourself as energy, as space, as light. And notice the wise self within you. Notice the wise you, the part of you that knows what you need, the part of you that knows where you are headed, where you are going. And feel that part of you guiding the path. And perhaps visualizing in front of you a beautiful path. A path that stretches for eternity. And noticing yourself walking on this path with peace, with calm, with trust in yourself. And perhaps noticing, what does this wise part of me want me to know? What message does it have for me today? And letting yourself receive that. Softening. Surrendering to the space of calm inside you and around you. Allowing the body to let go even more. Surrendering. Relaxing. And becoming aware of the deep peace and calm in your breath and in your body in this moment. Allowing the exhale to be long and deep, calm and peaceful. And sensing the energy within you, within your body, within the breath, and gently returning back into the now. Coming back into your body, fully present, aware of what is here. Allowing the eyes to be soft, opening them, stretching the body gently as we begin to come back into the present moment. Coming back, opening the eyes, and getting ready for the remainder of your day or evening. Returning fully now. And when you're ready, coming back into the room. And as in every class, I welcome you to share your experience or to ask any questions that you have, as we are here for each other, and our experiences and questions help us all. So whenever you're ready for that, you're welcome to raise your hand, And observe how you gently transition back into the present moment. Notice how the body transitions, how the attention transitions. And can I soften my attention? Can I soften my body as I return? My awareness as I return? Can I remain in that state of deep calm and awareness of who I am? And perhaps integrating the concepts mentioned today. Where's my attention now? And where do I want it to go next? In this way, we remain in the present as we move forward through time and space. Can I allow the reality that is here? Can I observe the reality that is here without clinging, without identifying to it? Simply noticing thoughts, emotions, experience, clouds, and going through the clouds, noticing the sky that is you. And remaining in that deep state of awareness and presence of who you really are. And so if you have any questions, I invite you to ask them now or to share. Ali, if you'd like to share, I always welcome it. Or anybody else who would like to share. Hi.
A deep, peaceful section. I don't know how to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw a floated area, but I didn't feel afraid or fear or anything. I choose to be the observer.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the choose. We have to choose. So I didn't make any, sadness or fear. I just choose and I observe. I was the observer. And when you they make a question from to the observer, they show me like people's white and clear, super crystalline water over. So I need to find out what was.
Yeah, I'm getting to journal write more about that particular imagery. So, because it may have additional information for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was like marbles, white. I saw like an square, more than maybe more square of those white, and all was a clear crystal water.
Okay, so thank you. If I may, you mentioned two things that I think are important to explore. One of them is choice, right? That we have a choice. Yes, thank you for mentioning that we can choose to be the observer. We can choose to allow our attention to go where we want it to go. And not out of avoidance, again, I'd like to explain, of what I feel or whatever the experience might be. No, experiences show up for a reason. And maybe if they don't have a reason, we can allow the experience to be as it is, to face reality as it shows up, life as it shows up, and to choose where we want to go after that experience, right? Again, the vase on the broken vase on the ground. What do I want to do now? Do I buy a new vase, right? Do I glue it? And either option is fine. You get to choose what is right for you, whatever those situations, circumstances might be, right? The other wonderful example about your sharing with us today, thank you, Ali, for always being brave to do that, was the attention, but also the imagery that you received with the marbles and the water. So sometimes when we are in meditation, particularly in this meditation where we connected to the higher, wiser self, the soul, the observer, whatever you want to call it, there may be imagery or words that might arise because, again, we are actively connecting to that part of ourselves, that presence, that awareness. And there might be imagery or words that arise. And so we want to go a little deeper into them, particularly if they don't make sense at the moment. It's important, I think, in this particular way of meditating and this particular training that I'm sharing here with you, to not discard the imagery, but also just go deeper into it. Oh, well, why marbles? Why those colors? Why that example? Why that water? Why was the water that clear? And so journal writing, I find, helps, particularly with the intention. Again, intention matters because where attention and intention go, energy goes, to write from the perspective of what would my soul say this means? What would my higher self say this means, right? And in journal writing, we can explore that. And whether the answer is right or wrong, you've delved a little deeper and explore a little deeper. And so in this way, we can begin to uncover the deeper reasonings of this wiser self within us, right? So, so definitely to journal write about that. And again, I've often mentioned the universe is always communicating with you. And so one cool exploration I would give with the example of the vase, of the broken vase, I might sit in front of the broken vase and ask, okay, awareness, deep sense of self within me, this higher, wiser self-awareness. What do I do now with the broken glass, right? And so to explore that, whatever the circumstances might be. If going back to the example I said earlier about having a bad day, well, you have a bad day and you notice you have a bad day. So what do you do now? You have two choices. You can continue to feel bad about the bad day, or you can choose where you want your attention to go now. Which one's going to feel better and more empowered? And it's all right if you choose to stay with the concept of it's a bad day and feel the emotions and let yourself feel whatever comes with that. But know that you are not that. You are not the emotions. You are not the thoughts. So don't cling to that identity. You are not the bad day. The day will rise again and it will leave again. For there were many sunrises and many sunsets ahead of you. And many storms ahead. And many rainbows ahead. You get to navigate through it all. Choose to navigate it. Choose a direction. Remember who you are. You're the sky, not the clouds. So I am grateful for all of you being here. Oh, I think we have one more question. Good. Elena? Sweetie, do you have a question? Did I see that wrong?
Ana Maria.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes?
Just quickly,
Yes?
through the meditation, I received, I am a calming light for me, but also for others.
Oh,
So what we
yes.
do for ourselves, we are also doing it for others. So there might be things that we may not necessarily think that we need, but we need to start. It's kind of like I felt myself collecting thoughts and collecting things that might be helpful to others. And I was told, stay gentle, keep your thoughts and your words gentle, because that's all part of the healing is the gentleness. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so very much, Elena, for sharing that. Stay gentle. I love that. That's the same thing that I mean by softening. To instead of be hard, to soften the heart, to soften the body, to soften the emotions, to be gentle, to just be cozy, cozy with yourself and with the moment. I love that. Thank you. The other thing that I'm so grateful that you mentioned is that, you know, as we change, so do we invite others to change around us. And what do I mean by that? So let's go with the example of having a bad day, right? Let's say you get grumpy and angry, it's like a crappy day. You encounter a lot of traffic, on your way to work. People are not wearing masks, right? You might encounter whatever those difficulties might be. And then you notice how you might shift because, again, you identify with the negative emotion or the anger or frustration or disappointment or sadness or grief, whatever that might be. And you literally will carry that emotion. You literally will carry that energy, that frequency. And so as I become aware of what I truly am, which is that invisible summer, that invisible calm, then I begin to shift the energy within me, meaning my thoughts, my emotions, energy in motion, my emotions, as they flow through my body, begin to shift. And as I shift them, so can I show up in a different way to the people around me. So can I show up to my coworkers in a different way, to my clients in a different way, to my patients in a different way. I can change. I can shift. And I think that, one of the things I want to leave you with is what was mentioned today from both Elena and Alicia, is that you have a choice. You always have a choice. You can choose. And the more you don't identify with the thoughts and emotions that arise because of the different circumstances or situations in your life, the way you become aware that I can change that, then you find your place of choice, your place of power. Yes, there are things in life that you may not have a choice on, right? Something happens to your body, someone dies. You may not have a choice about any of that. Somebody leaves your life. You may not have a choice in that matter. But you have a choice on how you respond to whatever comes your way. You have a choice. What will you choose? And so remember, if anything, one thing, you have one life. One life, this life. One body, this body. How can I make peace with this, with who I am, with my life? If anything, to feel better and to help others around you, to leave a mark of peace as you find peace within you. We cannot change the people around us or the circumstances around us, but we can help people remember who they are by ourselves being who we are. So let us practice that this week. I am grateful for all of you having shown up. Truly, for every Sunday, it's a blessing to me to have each of you be here. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And as our lovely Katrina would say, Katrina, do you want to leave us with that?
Yes. have a magical week, everyone, and lots of love and blessings to all.
Yay! Choose magic. Magic.
Thank you.
Have a lovely week, you guys. Take care.
Blessings.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.